Welcome back to another mini Moto Monday where I, Jenna Dettleston, give you a short and sweet motivational podcast to kickstart your week. As always, guys, if you're enjoying these minis, let me know. I want to make sure that I am serving and providing you all with podcasts and content that helps you, that is helpful and humorous in any way possible. These are definitely more, I think, on the helpful side. So today we are talking about how you speak to yourself matters. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, for the longest time, I was always very hard on me. And in some situations was really, guys, just like a bully towards myself. Now, think about this. What good does that do for someone? The world can already be mean and tough, and it's not always a nice place. And the last person that needs to be mean to you is you. Because if you're not being nice to you, guys, why would anyone else be nice to you? Remember, you attract what you are the vibration of. So if you're being mean to you, you in return are attracting meanness in your vibration. Seriously, just think about this for a second. Think about those days where you felt really, really good and then really good things happened. Think about those days where you felt really, really shitty and then it was just more and more of that kept happening. That happens because you really are like sending out a message to the universe of like where you are vibrationally, and then in return it comes back to you. That's a sidebar. So I wanted to dive into how you can speak kinder to yourself. And honestly, guys, like why this matters, why speaking nice to you is beneficial for you, and how this can truly help you, not just like it helps you in so many areas of your life when you can really be your own biggest cheerleader. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Before we do that, I have some quick call to action for everyone listening. Number one, if this is your first time listening to Bar Talk, guys, welcome on in. If you are a returning regular or customer of mine, guys, welcome back. I love having you here week in and week out whenever you decide to come on in to Bar Talk and hang out with us. All right. Number two, guys, if you are an audio listener, make sure that you are following the podcast on whatever way you are getting it. Apple, Spotify, Google, TuneIn, Stitcher, you name it. Leave a 5-star rating, leave a little review. It helps more than you know, especially with a growing podcast. So if you could please leave a review, guys, it would really mean the absolute world to me. If you are a video consumer, hello, that's me to my audio listeners waving at my video people. Hi, guys. It's so great to see you. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube page. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a little comment. And then also, guys, if you are not already, I would love it if you would follow Bar Talk on all of our social pages. It is at Bar Talk with Jenna on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikToks. Little breakdown. Mondays, we have minis. Thursdays are our full episodes. And on Fridays, we do the drink of the week, preparing you for the week ahead. Okay, so we have a lot going on. And it's a little fun community, and we got some cool stuff coming. So I'd love it if you would follow along, and it would really mean a lot to me. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and dive into this topic on how you speak to yourself matters. I recently saw on Instagram from an account that I follow called The Higher Self, and they posted this, and I'm going to read to you guys like verbatim what it says. And it goes, self-talk is a conversation with the universe. Okay. When you talk to yourself, you are actually having a conversation with the universe. So always be really mindful of your self-talk. The things you say to yourself leave a huge impact on your life. The more focused you can become on talking to yourself positively, the more positive your outlook towards life becomes. Becoming conscious of the self-talk also helps you in setting intentions. You no longer do anything out of autopilot mode. Once you start setting intentions, you do everything with awareness and purpose. So I think the last part of that line is really important. And I'm going to say it again. And it says, becoming conscious of this self-talk also helps you in setting intentions. You no longer do anything on autopilot mode. Once you start setting intentions, you do everything with awareness and purpose. Okay, autopilot. That's the word that I'm like that's coming to me right now that like we just need to highlight. Okay. So I think what you guys are going to realize as you're maybe thinking about how you can talk better to yourself is you have kind of on like a radio loop things that you say to yourself without realizing that you're saying it that are actually really harmful and hurtful. And again, that's that autopilot mode of like when you're driving in your car and you're like, how the hell did I get home? You didn't even realize that you got home, but you got home. You're not even really aware of like the turns you make or what you're bumping into or how you're communicating to yourself. So I want you to realize that right now, guys, if you're like starting this journey of trying to figure out how can I speak kinder to myself? Why does it matter? Okay. You need to shut off autopilot. And when you shut off autopilot, guys, you're going to hear that autopilot's going to try to creep back in and you're going to be like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. But again, that's you now becoming more aware. Your subconscious is going to be more aware of how it is that you are speaking to you. So again, flip off the auto switch, turn it off, don't turn it back on. We are turning off autopilot so you can be very intentional and setting intentions in the way that you are speaking to yourself. And then again, this is a journey, but I want you to think about that, okay? So the reason why self-talk is so important is because it is a direct line of you communicating what it is you want and what you want to feel out of this life. When you talk to yourself, you are talking to the universe. And the universe, guys, it is always listening. So think about this. If you want love, if you want to feel love in your life, first, you have to love yourself and you need to speak lovingly to you. Because if you're not going to do that to you, why would someone else come in and do that for you? They're not going to. If you want financial freedom, you can't just sit there and complain about how much money you don't have. You have to say thank you to the universe for the financial blessings you have, no matter how big or small it may be. And guys, it may be small, but like when you show that you're grateful for it, it comes back. We'll get into gratitude a little bit later. Okay. One of the things I do, guys, after every night of bartending, and this is no joke, I say out loud 7 times when I get home, thank you for this financial blessing. And I just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And with my money, and I put it down and I say, thank you. Okay. And what I didn't realize in doing this was when you do this, you are actually attracting more of this. When you are showing gratitude for what it is that you have currently in this moment, more of it's going to come to you. Speaking to yourself matters because it is the key to creating the life you want, guys. This matters because this means you're in control. Okay, do you hear me? Like, guys, for my control freaks out there, I'm a recovering one. There is a lot of areas in your life where you do not get to control this, but self talk is the one thing that you can control. You can control how it is that you are speaking to you, how you are filling up your cup, how you are telling yourself what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. This is the one area in your life that you control. And that is how you speak to yourself. Okay. I want to also say that self talk isn't going to be like one day and you wake up and you're like Elle Woods from Legally Blonde and you're like, oh my God, I just love myself. Like, Bruiser, come over here, Bruiser. We both just love ourselves so much today. Yeah, it's not fucking like that. Okay. It's not fucking like that. Also, if you think that that's how this works, you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay. So now let's talk about the how. How can you start to speak to yourself in a more caring, compassionate, and loving way? Before I give you examples of how you can do this, I want to share with you guys the airplane analogy that I learned a while back. Okay. I don't even remember where it was that I heard this. And I really wish I do to like credit this person, but I just don't remember. It's probably like being on TikTok or Instagram one day and just watching a bunch of videos. But the airplane analogy is when you're in an airplane, it's always moving while you're flying. Like an airplane's never just flying in a straight line, right? Like it's always slightly moving. Okay. Now, what were to happen if the airplane that you were in went from 0 to 90 really fast? Okay. The cabin would be unsteady and things would be in complete and total disarray. Now, you need to think of your mindset as the cabin of an airplane. if you go from 0 to 90 really fast, it's not going to be good for you and your mindset. That is why an airplane is always moving at 1 degree. Small, one degree, very small movements are the key to getting where you need to go in life. It is the key to how an airplane gets to where it needs to go. It's how an airplane can fly from Chicago to LA, from Chicago to Nashville. It's moving in small 1 degree increments. Okay. You are an airplane. Your mindset is the cabin. If you move too fast, okay, it is totally going to just mess up your brain. Well, not actually mess up your brain, but like it's going to be too much for your brain to handle when you do like a drastic change. Okay. Now, with that being said, you need to do small, AKA 1 degree moves to get to 90 degrees. You will eventually get to 90 degrees. You'll eventually get to 180. Then you'll get to a whole new 360. Okay. But you can't do that like that. You can't do it in a snap. You need to do it in small movements. This is going to take time, and that's okay. Deep breath, okay? It's going to take time. Everything in life worth having takes time, okay? It's actually the best thing for you for long-lasting progress within yourself, because guys, this is what actually sticks. When you're doing these small little movements, you're actually building up your momentum to be able to do what it is that you want to do. Okay. So remember that. Okay. Just take your time on this path. Okay. And I'm going to show you how. Also remember that no one knows you better than you know yourself. Okay, guys, no one on the planet, not even your spouse, your siblings, your parents, knows you as good as you know you. Okay. You know you the best. With that in mind, you actually know deep down in your subconscious what it is that you need. Okay. I'm going to share with you guys examples of how I speak to me. And remember that these work for me. Okay. They might not work for you, and that's all right. What you can do, and what I hope you do in this, is take away take away what I'm saying and tailor what I'm saying so it fits you and your needs perfectly. So it's a perfect tailored suit. Okay. One of my favorite people to follow on Instagram is Victoria Garrett. I would highly suggest anyone follow her. I just really like her mindset and her positivity, and I think she's wonderful. And also, Victoria, I'd love to have you on the podcast. Okay, there we go. Shameless plug. But anyways, so she had just recently posted on her Instagram page not that long ago a reel, and it's her just like blinking her eyes, and in the video the caption, the title in it says, being super mean to myself, then realizing I'm actually being mean to her, ... And guys, that ... is a photo of herself as a child. And when she posted that, I was like, oh, Jenna, don't be mean to younger you. So guys, keep that in mind too. When you're speaking to you, you're actually speaking to your younger self. Okay. Think about that. Think about your younger you and like those goals and ambitions and dreams that you had, and how, if someone spoke to you really mean, like, did you get upset? Like, how did you break down? But then think about the way, maybe it was your mom, maybe it was your dad, maybe it was a sibling, maybe it was a friend. Like, who was the person in your life that spoke to you with such compassion that you can now use in your everyday life? Okay. Like, kind of be that. Okay. So if you can remember that, you're speaking to your younger self, how would you talk to your younger you? I hope that you are saying to yourself right now, I'm speaking with care and I'm loving my younger me. Okay. I really hope that that's what you're saying, because when Victoria posted that and I realized it, it felt like this, like, honestly, it felt like a light bulb moment where I was like looking back at younger Jenna, and I'm like, I gotta be good to her. Like, she's still, that inner child is still within all of us. And that inner child within each and every single one of us needs a lot of care and compassion. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you some examples of, like, if you say this to you, try to say this. Okay. And these are only a few, obviously. If anyone has more examples of, like, when you used to say this to you and you now say this, like, I'll create a post and we can talk about that. But so one of the things I used to say to myself, like, way too fucking frequently, that I hated, was like, oh my God, I'm the worst for doing whatever. Like, I'm just the worst. Like, I'm the worst human being on the planet. Like, why would I do that? That's so stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now this is how I've changed it. This is how I've changed the narrative within how I'm speaking to myself, and the way that I've changed the, oh my God, I'm the worst, to, okay, this is a learning opportunity, Jenna. You should have done this instead of that. I'm learning, I'm trying my best, and I'm going to do better next time. And I'll get it done right next time. Okay, that's one example. This one might sound weird, but this was the one area in my life that I used to be so brutal with me. Guys, I love sleep. Like, if anyone know, like the ongoing joke with my girlfriends and I when we go on vacation is like, I'm just gonna sleep, because I sometimes feel like I just don't always get to sleep. So when I'm on vacation, I literally just sleep the entire time. I'm someone who needs a lot of sleep. Okay. So, anyways, on the days when I would sleep and I used to wake up late and I would panic, I would pretty much just curse myself out and say, Jenna, you fucking idiot. Why did you sleep so late? You're a fucking dumbass. And like, just, I would, and then like, think about how awful that is. Like, I'm literally starting my day off by saying these terrible things to me. I'm setting myself up for failure, and I'm already being mean to me. So again, if I'm already being mean to me, no one in return is actually going to be nice to me. Okay. Now, if I oversleep, which I don't do very often anymore, but if I do, and I wake up and I will say to myself, well, girl, you clearly needed to rest. And then I will say, we're going to go to bed earlier tonight, and we're going to make sure we get enough sleep so we can wake up and do what it is that we need to do. Obviously, I also understand that that's not realistic with like everyone's jobs or like what it is you need to do. But again, the example of that is like, I used to literally start my day off in like the worst fucking mood ever, because I would wake up late, and in waking up late, I would just be my own worst critic. Okay. So something to think about. Another thing, and I'll definitely probably do another episode on this. And guys, that is gratitude. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. I know it's not realistic to wake up and be like, I love everyone and everything, and I love my life, and my life is great, and I love my body and everything. Like, I know that maybe life isn't great and it's not going the way that you want it to. Okay. Um, that's the reality. Okay. But what I have learned is that when you find gratitude for small, simple things, and I know in the beginning this can seem like running up a steep hill, I just want to share some examples that hopefully will spark some more ideas inside of you. Because when you start finding gratitude for really small things right now, you are actually going to be like, really, you're going to be shocked at the abundance of stuff that you have. And then again, it's that never ending circle. When you express gratitude to the universe, when you are already grateful for what it is that you have, because you have more than you realize, the universe in return is going to bring you more. When you are grateful for more, they bring you more. When you are not grateful, they're going to bring you that. You are what you are the vibration of. You attract what you are the vibration of. So when you express gratitude, guys, gratitude, more blessings, more abundance is going to come your way. Okay. So I'll give you some examples. So right now, this is actually really funny. So where I film at, my AC is right there, and my AC's off right now, so you don't hear it. So right now, my gratitude is my air conditioning unit, because it's literally a heat stroke right now. And I thought it'd be a great idea to put on a freaking sweater. So my gratitude in this very moment is the fact that I have air conditioning on days when it is really hot, and it can keep me nice and cool. Another example is your health. Maybe you're not in like tip top, unrealistic Instagram fucking shape, which like no one is, remember that. Okay. But the fact that, like, you are alive. Another example is like your body for being able to let you breathe in and out all night long while you sleep, your ears for being able to hear the people that you love speak to you, your ears for hearing that favorite song that literally changed your entire life, your ears that um that you were able to hear from your favorite podcaster, your eyes for showing you the beauty of all of your surroundings and the trees and the flowers and I don't know, squirrels. Like, I don't know, your legs for helping you stand and walk, your hands for being able to type, to cook, to write. Like, guys, I tore my wrist about a decade ago now. And I remember being like, I will be so grateful for this hand forever because I couldn't use it for like 3 months and it was so weird. Another thing, like gratitude for the smell of a burning candle. Like I got candles burning. I love a bouquet of flowers, running water. Oh my God, guys, running water. A lot of people in the world don't have access to running water. We have if you have water, if you have access to running water, guys, you're winning. Okay. To that annoying phone call or text message you get from your parents or your siblings or your friends because they're still here to do that to you, okay? A pile of dishes in the sink because it means you have food. The laundry you need to get done because it means you have clean clothes to put on. Maybe the body you have isn't the body you want right now. That doesn't mean you still can't be grateful for the body that you have that helps you move around. Literally, it's just being grateful for your able body. Guys, I started practicing gratitude during the beginning of the pandemic, the day I lost my job, because I just knew in my brain that I was like, I will fall down a very dark place if I only focus on what it is that I don't have. And I wasn't even doing this to like be this like super healthy guru person. Like I did it because I was like, I need to remind myself that there is a lot that I have, even though I have no money coming in. And the one thing that I used to say over and over and over again was, I have food in my belly, I have a bed to lay down on at night, and I have a roof over my head. And if I have those, guys, I am winning. I have food in my belly, I have a bed to lay down in, and I have a roof over my head. And oh my God, like that is gratitude. That, like, if you have those, guys, you're winning. You're winning more than most people. Okay. So I hope that some of these ideas spark something inside of yourself. Also, as you're thinking about your gratitude, and this is what's actually really interesting, and I wish I could like almost describe the way I feel right now, and I'll try my best. You're gonna start feeling good. Like, guys, I feel lighter when I start to express what it is that I'm grateful for. And when you feel good within, you speak to yourself in a way that has love behind each and every single word you speak. Okay. So it's all connected. It is all woven together so beautifully. But when you speak to yourself in a way that is so kind and you show gratitude for what you have, for what you've done for yourself, for getting up every day, for going to work and doing your best, for whatever, you in return, like your body just actually feels better. Okay. Remember this though, as you guys are starting this, we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap up this mini 1 degree turns. If you do a sharp 90-degree turn, your body and mind won't be able to realistically withhold the drastic change. Okay. So make an intention within yourself to say one. Okay. This is, if you take anything away from this, guys, it is this message right now. Make an intention, set a reminder that every day you are going to say one kind thing to yourself. One thing, that's it. If you can take 1 minute out of the 1,440 minutes you have in a day to say something kind to yourself, and then if you do that for a week, if you say one kind thing to yourself for a week, that's 7 kind things total. And then maybe the next week you say 2 more kind things. It's 14. Okay. And then just let it build and grow. Again, it's those small little 1-degree turns. If you can do those small 1-degree turns within yourself, you are going to attract great things because of the way you're speaking to you. Okay. So remember, guys, self-talk is a conversation you're having with the universe, and the universe is always responding to you. So whatever it is that you want, they will give to you. And in creating the life that you want to create, you first need to speak to yourself with love and compassion and empathy. And it all starts with you and how you speak to you. You decide how you're going to speak to yourself. Okay. Maybe you're on autopilot mode right now. That's okay. Okay. That's okay if you're on autopilot mode right now. That just means that you got to flip it off. Flip off autopilot and wake up to how you can be better to you. All right. And on this journey, guys, be kind, be really, really kind to you. Okay. I know that in the beginning, this is going to feel so weird. Okay. It almost feels a little delusional, if I'm being honest, because in the beginning I used to like look at myself in the mirror and say kind things to me. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like, seriously, what am I doing? But now, sitting here talking to you guys, those kind things that I'm saying to myself have made a huge impact in my life. And I really believe that it can make an impact in yours too. You just got to do 1 degree turns. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you did and you think someone could benefit from it, make sure you copy the link and send it their way. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me today. And remember to take the time today to realize that we have way more in common with each other than we have different. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Hey, everybody, it's closing time. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.